I do a variety of things in stained glass. A lot of designing. In fact, that's really the part that I like the best. Then I also have a large kiln in another workspace. So I do a lot of having fun with glass, fusing, slumping, painting on glass. Most of my work is done commission now. I have a lot of really great clients, and some of them have been waiting several years for me to catch up. I will usually meet with a client and then come back, after listening to them, and submit maybe 6, 8 designs and say, what do you like about this one? What do you like about that one? Listening to people, seeing what they like, telling me what colors, finding out if it's going into a home, finding out what direction it is, and kind of from that, we kind of cull, the parts that they like the best. And then at that point, we start choosing colors. Like this, the one I'm working on right now, is one of my favorites because it's an abstract window, and I really design what I feel talking to the people, what they want. A lot of them will give me free rein. Others will hand me like a bunch of things they've cut out and said, would you execute something like this for me? So they have to fall in love with the design, before I would ever start cutting glass. I fell in love with trying to make dimensional glass. And so I started with the food, because I bought this Wasser glass and I thought, oh, look, it's a perfect taco shell. It's a perfect piece of pepperoni. You cut it in an olive. You can cut it in an onion, because they had like green and white, so it looked like green onions. And so I started with that, and then I got into faces. I thought about, I don't want to make men, I don't want to make women, I don't want to make something that they say, oh, that looks like so-and-so. So I started and I made clay molds, and I had a friend fire them. And here's a piece of flat glass. You take it up 250 an hour until maybe 1250, 13, and it molds around the mask. I think when I work on my faces, I don't want a complete face, I want a partial face. I want people to use their imagination and in their mind put together probably what they think the face should look like. The idea of taking stained glass from the craft of doing glass to the art of doing something with stained glass, because I think that's so important that you stretch your imagination when you're doing glass. To me, it's all about changing the light. Like a beautiful day like today, everybody enjoys the sun. But imagine if you're looking through a textured clear glass or a textured purple glass, or glass that you can hardly see through. The lady who's behind me, I bought that red and clear glass that is her clothing, and I fell in love with the piece of glass. In fact, a lot of pieces I have around here I bought, and I don't want to cut them because it's like a piece of art all by itself, and I don't want to take any piece of that away. I just keep fooling around and trying to figure new ways to do things. I want to keep people guessing, so that's what I do with my faces, that's what I do with my food, and I think that's what I do with my abstract designs. As an artist, you want to motivate people to think about your piece. Let the viewer decide, does this look like a man or does this look like a woman? To me, the piece probably will mean something entirely different than what it means to the general public. They can like it or they don't have to like it, but at least it starts them thinking about art and thinking about, that stained glass, it doesn't look like stained glass. Passion always comes from within. And if you find something that you really love doing, you hear it when you hear a lot of famous baseball players interviewed. I love this game. And that's what happens, is you kind of fall in love with glass. And you see that your possibilities are endless in what you can do.